And our Greenwise core team to thank the Greenwise leadership team that has committed countless hours to this initiative. They represent the best and brightest in the public, private, and nonprofit sectors, and they have made this initiative regional, visionary, and inclusive. And so if you could please stand when I call your name, remain standing. I'm going to clap at the end because there's a group of you. Bill Walden from Technicon, Alicia Guerra, Secretary Linda Adams, she's staff members who staffed the teams, and they are Doug Houston, Eric DeCock, and I think he has a baby girl on the way, so he may not be here, consultant for elected officials. His portfolio of work and expertise is as broad as is deep, and he humbly serves our region on initiatives ranging from clean air to regional food to broadband. He's a trusted advisor to many, including the Rockstar Valley Vision Board and dozens of public and private sector officials. And as this is the last meeting, Bill will speak to implementation of the initiative. He's also my boss. Thank you, Bill.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So here we are, sort of at the end, and I guess what I wanted to bring to you was sort of a sense that it's not so much an ending but a beginning. And by way of that, I wanted to talk just a little bit about implementation, but also start first with just a tad about Valley Vision, because I'd be remiss if I didn't do that. So. One of the things that Valley Vision does is we bring people and groups together to make our region a better place. And we do that in sort of a unique way. So, and I'd like your help. So, for those of you that are here because you want a prosperous economy, you want your families to do better off, you want more wealth, raise your hands. That's the reason why you're here working at Greenwise. Okay. So, for those of you that feel that we ought to be much better environmental stewards, those that we need to care for the future like we care for all of the things that we live with and we enjoy today, that we want a better future for our environment. Raise your hand. Okay. And last but not least, that we believe that all people, including those that are poor and underserved, that they deserve equal opportunity for success, just like all of us. How many people believe that that's a really important value? So those are the things that Valley Vision has been concerned about and worked on for the last 17 years. That's what we're about. We try and focus on those 3 E's, economy, equity, and the environment. And it's for that reason that we're so excited to be working so closely with the mayor and so many of you, people and organizations and leaders in your own right, trying to make this a better place. And as we're thinking about sort of achieving a breakthrough, and the mayor has this amazing vision for a green Sacramento, and for a greener, greater Sacramento, it's a little bit like building a house. So if you think about it, if you wanted to build a house, you wouldn't necessarily pick up a hammer and grab a bunch of wood and attempt to hammer away at a house that you may or may not know exactly what you're going to get when you get done. No, you probably wouldn't do that, or the results probably wouldn't be all that great. No, you'd probably start with a blueprint. And that is sort of really essential so that we have an opportunity to be able to define what that house looks like, and so that it meets our needs. And so that's really important, and it's something that Stephen Covey talks about. He talks about the fact that there's always 2 creations, that the first is the blueprint, and then it's always followed by the action. And Mayor Johnson knows that. He knows that Greenwise is really about both creating the blueprint, the thing that we've been doing, but it's also, very importantly, just half of our effort, that the rest of our effort needs to be put forward and actually carrying that out. And that's what's going to happen next. So it's been an 8-month process of designing this blueprint and transforming our region into the greenest in the country and really deserving of the capital distinction of being the green capital. So it's been staffed by Valley Vision, and it's been staffed by some really talented and very dedicated city staff. And it's been taking months to sort of develop what that particular vision and what that plan will require. A plan that will result in a vibrant economy, improved environmental stewardship, but also that with a future with people and communities that are really engaged in shaping a better tomorrow for all of us. So what does that implementation really look like? And so on that score, it's really about a 10-year vision, a 10-year vision out to the year 2020. And that clarity of purpose and vision really has to start with sort of a first 3-year increment. We need to work to set some really defined goals and action steps that we can work on together. And those things are now coming to fruition. And we're very near working very closely with the mayor and all of the variety of different organizations involved in stitching that plan together and having those transformational goals that will propel us to earn that title as the greenest capital in the world. So we have an opportunity already in an institution called the Green Capital Alliance. It's a network of organizations that have had a more narrow charge, and it's been around clean technology. And we know that we've been very successful over the last few years in carrying that out. So much so that we've seen a 3-fold increase in the number of businesses in clean energy technology created, and that we're the highest, or that we've seen the greatest job growth of any region in the state of California, 87% job growth over the last 10 years in this industry sector. Far more than Silicon Valley, far more than Southern California, and it's because we know how to work together, and the mayor is taking us to that next level. So we're really looking forward to finishing up that implementation strategy. It's envisioned that there would be a neutral convener like a Valley Vision that would be sort of serving as the home and the hub, the coordinator. But like this plan, it can't be done by any one organization. It's going to take all of us working together. And we're really excited about that future and working with all of you to bring it about. So with that, thank you so much for your time, your energy, your efforts committed to this. And we're very excited about the future that the mayor has created for all of us, and a vision that will propel us, that will create jobs, that will create economic opportunity, that will create an environmental, sustainable community that we all want, and one that lifts all people. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. As a proud alumna of UC Davis, I am truly honored to introduce our next speaker and honorary Greenwise co-chair, University of California, Davis, Chancellor Linda Katehi. Chancellor Katehi oversees all aspects of the university's teaching, research, and public service mission. UC Davis now has 32,000 students, a little bit higher than when I was there, an annual budget of $3 billion, and has just launched a $1 billion comprehensive campaign, which already has $600 million raised, right when it was announced. So she did her homework a little bit, I think. She's a brilliant electrical engineer, and her work in electronic circuit design has led to numerous awards, 17 U.S. patents, and 5 patents pending. Her curriculum vitae is a breathtaking 79 pages, filled with engineering terms, publications, and appointments to positions at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Purdue, and most recently the University of Illinois. And what is most striking about this is her mentorship to dozens of students who are now professors and professionals in engineering across the country. and her progressive leadership journey on campuses that are among the best in the country. Chancellor Katehi has a great vision for UC Davis. We saw this with her leadership at the Governor's Global Climate Summit, and we know we have a great future in store for the region because of her leadership. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Linda Katehi.
Julie, thank you so much, and thank you all for inviting me today. It was, I do look forward at the outcomes of this activity. It has been almost 8 months. It has really brought together many people and has helped us all come to a common understanding of why it is important for us as a region to work together, develop a blueprint, and then develop the action items for moving forward. I wanted to say that I'm very honored to be involved as an honorary co-chair for this activity. I want to thank the mayor for inviting me in to participate today, but also along the way, and also for his tremendous energy that he has brought to this initiative and to the region as we are looking forward. I truly and absolutely believe that we are here in this state, this side of the state. We have tremendous opportunity looking forward in terms of becoming the place where sustainability happens, the place where people not just believe in the environment, in climate change, in sustainability in general, but we do have an economy that is built on those principles and on this belief. And I also want to say that I'm so happy to see from a recent report that our city of Sacramento is a leader in the state in terms of developing jobs in clean technology. And there is much more to come, I should say. There is so much opportunity in clean and green technologies and, of course, in these new areas of economy where we would like to see our region taking the lead in the state and in the nation. Of course, from the point of view that we have at UC Davis, this is a wonderful opportunity for the institution. UC Davis is a place that has really excelled in many ways. The institution of higher education is one of the 10 campuses in the UC system that has done so well in the last 50 years. It's a very new institution by any standards. I came from the Midwest where universities had been around for more than 100 years. And by those standards, UC Davis is a new place. But it has demonstrated so much in these last 50 years and has done so much and in such a visible way, not just in the US, in the state, in the US and around the world, but in the minds of people in the public in terms of leading in the sustainability area. It's, we all believe in it. For those of us who work on the campus, we all have this sense that something wonderful is happening, but when we looked at the data very recently to just get an understanding of how we stand in comparison to our peers, I can tell you that UC Davis out-publishes every other institution in the US in the area of sustainability. And that really speaks a lot about not just the volume of work, but the quality of work, because this work has been published and recognized widely and broadly, in fact, across the world in venues that are really respected by the scientific community, by the business community, by the academic community in general. And when you look at what the institution has established in terms of centers and academic programs, it's a very long list of activities. I don't want to go to listing all of those, but I would say just a few things. The Center for Lighting, for example, it has been a center that has really been established and recognized broadly. We are working to create a similar lighting center in China, as a matter of fact, many places around